mean, you're a small band of people, Kathy, so what is it that's keeping you here? Yeah.
Well, we believe in the PCUSA as a viable denomination. I joined this church because it was a PCUSA denomination and expected that it would stay a PCUSA denomination. Never expected anything other than that. I believe in the denomination. I believe in the fact that it's inclusive and that it is a welcoming denomination. And because of those tenets, I was not willing to leave that to go to a denomination that I knew nothing about and a denomination that seemed to me to be divisive.
Well, they say they believe this church is theirs. The majority of people who still remain want this to be their church. So,
if you take a look at the Constitution of the PCUSA, the Constitution clearly states, and has for years clearly stated, that the church and the property belong to the presbytery, and that it is held in trust for the congregation. And the Constitution, I believe, should supersede any civil court ruling that they want to see if they can get. The Constitution of the church should be the most important consideration, and that clearly states that this belongs to the denomination.
Church is a social place, much like a family. What's this done? What's the atmosphere like here?
This has been an incredibly difficult time for a lot of people. There are friends and there are families of 30 or more years that have been ripped apart because of this situation. Families and friends who took care of each other when you were sick, when you lost loved ones. We had funerals and marriages, and we did this together as a church family. To lose this as a church family is a devastating loss. Because, however, of my concerns over a new denomination deciding to take control over a church that I feel was clearly stated to be a PCUSA church, I'm willing to stay with PCUSA and fight for this particular church. We may be a small band at the moment. We expect that we are going to grow. And we started with a handful of members about 35 years ago, and we certainly can grow again. We're in an area where there are lots of people who I think would like to have the welcoming atmosphere of a PCUSA church.